Hi, during lockdown I built this greenhouse and I added lights to it. Yeah, it looked shit. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. I was bored. Just give me something to occupy myself. Right, I turn that switch on there on. That bulb illuminates. Turn that one on. Nothing. So, I think it's a transformer. I did at the time just to, because it looks cool, like a conduit system. If you can see it there. These are running off just 12-volt transformers. Right, I'll do the first obvious test that you're all thinking is to obviously put that in there and see if that lights up. So, take that out. I painted the shed in oil, so it's got, that's why my hands are like that, and it's lit up obviously, so that bulb's fine. So I'm gonna have a look at the transformer. Right, in my workshop, from that plug there to that extension lead there is all the electrics for it. I also added, but I never use it because it'll cost a fortune to run, if you can see it, a thermostat for like a radiator in there, but that never happened. So what I need to do is remove this cover and see if what transformer's broke. Right, now I've got the cover off. As you see, there's two transformers near. One's that one and that one. I have done this in case I ever had to do it, left and right lamp, however, I can't remember which way around it is and there's no way of telling. So what I'm going to do is remove that. Hopefully that light that's working will go off. Right, the wire I pulled out for the transformers for this light here. So what I've done is I've labelled that with yellow tape in case it ever goes wrong in future. Okay, back in the workshop, I've also labelled that with yellow tape to identify it. I can't remember in all honesty if I wired the switch up in here or in the greenhouse bit, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I've got the probes on the meter. I think they're on the right bit. Focus it in. Anyway, that's the reading I'm getting. Nothing. So I'm assuming that the transformer's broken. Right, I'm taking a bit of a gamble here. I found this transformer I don't need anymore because I've got that bench supply, which is much better. The voltage coming out of that now is 15.53 volts. So what I'm going to do is, with the bench supply, test the bulb, see if it doesn't blow. I hope it doesn't because it means I'm having to buy a new one. I did Google it and it said it should be fine, so I'll have a look and find out. Right, I've got the bulb running off 16.38 volts. It seems to be okay, it's not blown yet. I'm only using it literally to just pop in and out if it's dark, you know, and it's longest day today, but when it starts getting a bit darker to water the plants, literally 5 minutes at the most it'll be on. So I'm going to fit that transformer and I'll get back to the camera. Right, I've got the lead for that transformer sorted. I'm going to do the side in there in a minute. As you can see, live neutral, brown for neutral, sorry, blue for neutral, brown for live. I'm going to do the same in the other slot and I'll get back to the camera. Right, now I have that 240 volt feed connected to the little plug for it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut this plug off and splice it on. I don't know what that thing does. If anyone knows, please comment because I haven't got a clue, but I'm going to have to leave it on, somehow tuck the wires in and splice it. It's a bit hard with the space to show you how to do the splicing, so what I'm going to do is get an old piece of wire and just show you how it's done so you get the idea. Right, I've got this heat shrink tubing and I prepared a couple of wires just to show you how it's done. So what you need to do is, if I can do it on camera, I'll show you. Slide that onto there. I think I can, or can I? Anyway, slide that onto there. Don't slide it too far because it will melt from the heat of the soldering, and I'll show you how to solder it. Right, step one, take a bit of this flux next and put it on your fingers and just put a tiny weeny bit on that wire there. Right, I've now soldered the joint. Give it about a minute to cool down, because if you do it too soon, I think it's already started to happen, that starts shrinking from the heat of it, and it doesn't take much at all. So give it a minute, I'll come back to the camera. Right, with one of these, a heat gun, you just need to slowly kind of blow dry it across. So you see it start to shrink. If you've not got a heat gun, you can use the heat off the soldering iron or soldering gun, match, maybe a lighter. Even a hairdryer might work, 'cause it doesn't take much to melt them. And that's your joint. Right, around 24 hours later, I had to stop in the end because I had work early this morning, and I've got it again tomorrow, so I can't spend too long tonight. I'd made the mistake of, if you can see it, I don't know if, shit, if you can, that wire there, that wasn't the low voltage one, that's the high voltage one, and the orange one is the low volt one going to the lights in the greenhouse. Anyway, we'll go inside and we'll see if it actually works. The switch was a bit knackered, so I wasn't sure if it's a dodgy connection, but could have been, could not have been. Anyway, labelled it red in case it goes again, and it lights up. And the second one doesn't light up. Why? Hi, okay, right, night 3, and I've managed to get it working. That one works. And that one works, and if I zoom out, both of them work. The reason it stopped working, that was a bit of a faulty connection on that bulb holder. So I'm going to get the panel screw back on in the shed, and it's all done. Hi, right, everything's back as it should be. A hang ladder up over where that goes. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Any comments, or if anyone's got any opinions about how I could do it better, or if it's not right, don't be afraid to say. Thank you. Bye.